You read Animal Farm?
No.
I have to get that book to you because you were the one that actually gave it to me.
I did give you Animal Farm.
And I loved Animal Farm. If you guys haven't read it, 100% recommend. It's a great, it's a wonderful story. It's even applicable today because, do you want me to summarize it or do you want me to like...
Yeah, sure, summarize
okay.
it. Yeah.
Basically, it was written back in the Russian era, and it was written kind of as a piece of, not a propaganda per se, but it was written as a piece of, I don't know what the right word is, I'm blanking on my words today, but basically, it's there to educate people on why communism may not work, and how it just purely will never work, because people are always involved. That is the key downfall when you come to communism, human error. So it starts out where all the animals are on a farm. Animal Farm. You know, surprise.
Roll credits.
That's pretty much it. And from there, the one pig is old, he's senile, but he has these lucid moments and has dreams. So one day all the animals gather in the barn after the farmer's gone to bed, and this pig, gathers everybody, literally the cats and the mice and all the creatures, and it's a peaceful meeting. And he talks about a dream of where the animals are free and they are totally self-sufficient. They're not slaves to any master. They do as they please, and they work as a commune. That's the key word in this entire speech, is the commune. So everybody leaves there, everybody's happy, and a few days later this old pig dies. Well, now everybody's inspired. They're just so gung-ho to follow this pig's dying dream of freedom. So they plan an attack on the farmer because they want to drive the farmer off the farm.
It's like Cujo.
So that they can run the farm. So they actually are successful in driving the farmer off the land. And they cheer and they are successful and everything else. And what's interesting is that the pigs just start to assume control. They say, we are the pigs. We are the most intelligent creatures here. We are the ones that will make the decisions. Now, let us meet and let us make the decisions together because we are all one. Well, they start off and everything's fine, everything's dandy. But soon, the chores go by the wayside, nobody's working, and even the cow isn't getting milked, and the cow is getting very sore and angry, so they finally milk the cow, and of course now they have gallons of milk. So, what to do with the milk?
Drink it?
Who gets it? What's interesting is that the pigs then have everybody go off and they have them relax and, do some of the chores. Everybody's a little bit. The pigs, however...
Is it like Lord of the Flies, kind of?
Kind of. Very much like Lord of the Flies. So, invariably, by the end of the story, I'll fast track without going into too much detail. Long story short, everything ends up back the way that it was. Just that the pigs replaced the farmer, and the fact that they run everything and they rule over everybody, and they're lying to the rest of the farm about the truth of what's going on, and everyone else is back to being a slave. They actually have conditions that are worse than what they were before when the farmer was in charge.
Well, obviously, because pigs don't have thumbs, so they're not going to be able to do things as efficiently as the farmer.
No, but they are exploiting the other animals far more, in the sense that they have longer working hours, they don't get as much food, and on and on and on and on and on. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful piece of writing. It's only maybe 120 pages. Like, it's exceptionally short. I finished it in 2 days.
You finished, that book's done before I even get to see the whale in Moby Dick.
Yeah. And it's a great, great, great story. Very well written. I loved it. So 100% recommend. Oh, look at that church. Look at that church. Is that not the churchiest church that ever was churched?
I don't know if it was the churchiest church, but it's definitely a church.
It certainly is a church. Man, oh man. we are in the small town of Fullerton. For nobody knows where that is.
Okay, so you saw us, that was us driving into Fullerton. This
Yep.
is the stop sign.
There's one stop
Do a
sign.
full stop, then we'll go.
Michelle's Country Kitchen's closed.
Alright. So, in about 300 yards, we're gonna be, not even 300 yards, 300 meters, we're out of Fullerton.
That's it. That's all that Fullerton
You could
was.
hold your breath. Go back, hold your breath.
Do it. Rewind the video.
Do it.
Now. You're not doing it. Have you done it yet?
Obviously I've done it. If they're
I guess
back
they're past here. Yeah, it makes sense.
If you're looking for like more newer books that aren't classics that I have read, A Darker Shade of Magic was pretty damn good. I really enjoyed that.
Fantasy novels. I like fantasy novels.
The Wheel, it's like the Red Queen's War. I don't know, the first one.
Wait, sorry, are those two different series?
Yes.
Okay.
So The Darker Shade of Magic is by like V.E. Schweb or something. Schweb? I don't know. The other one, I don't remember who it's by because it's been a while since I read it. They're both like trilogy books. King of Fools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. The next one's The Liar's Key. And then it's like The Wheel of Oceanheim. It's very good.
Now, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Okay, it's actually, so the Red Queen's War is like, is actually post-apocalyptic too, but you don't actually, it doesn't outright say that until like the very end of the book. It's kind of, could be your Game of Thrones era, where they do like horses and there's bows and there's swords. And it's not, you get like little hints dropped here and there, but it's not outright said until probably near the end of the second book.
So it's still futuristic.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's futuristic, but they've reverted back to medieval eras.
Yes. And it's...
Well, what's old is always new again, right?
It's really good. It ties up really nice. I'm not going to ruin the plot for anyone because I think it's actually a really good read. It's not like, you know... If you want to read it for a book report, definitely give it a read because it's top notch.
Awesome. Now, how closely would you say it is to the Inheritance series
Inheritance?
or the Bartimaeus trilogy?
I would say
those are our two like standards.
Bartimaeus is closer to actually Darker Shade of Magic because it's more about magic and demons. It actually takes place in London, like England, and there's 4 of them. There's like 4 dimensions. There's a red London, a white London, a
Blue
gray
and black?
London, and a black London.
And the black is the evil one.
Yeah, it's you don't go to Black London.
But obviously in the book you do go to Black London.
Well, a character goes to Black London.
And is that character ever seen again?
Yeah.
And they're fucked up.
Yep. So, I mean, that's not really a spoiler. Like, as soon as you read it, you're pretty much like,
You're like,
well,
yep.
maybe it is a spoiler. Who knows? I just ruined it for you.
That's okay. I actually want to read this.
It's very good.
I have a couple of series that I got for Christmas, but I think I might want to read that one first. After I'm done the series, I'm done now. But
the Red Queen's War is closer to like Aragon. It's not quite as magical as,
with dragon riding. And
yeah, and there's not really the armies aren't that bad, but they're very fast paced, quick action, very good.
Is it? Is there any romance tied into either book?
The Red Queen's War, yes, has the guy. His name is Jal, and he's kind of like a player. So he likes to get around. He's kind of also an asshole, and it's another
Usually
reason
those go hand in hand.
I kind of really enjoy it. I can kind of live vicariously through this.
Because you're an asshole.
The Darker Shade of Magic, which is I think the first one, and then there's I don't even remember.
That's all right.
But it's good, and there's a love interest between the main character and the not so main character. I didn't really like the ending because it was kind of like the end to Aragon.
Endings always are hard.
When we were into Aragon, there was the last book in that series, which is called Inheritance.
Yep.
We're kind of cheap, so we don't actually both buy the books. So Aaron bought the book, and he was reading the book, and I was just around, and I was like, what does the last sentence say in the last chapter?
Yes. Yeah. That. Oh, I remember that. And the last. Yeah. The last sentence you read out loud, and I was so mad.
It ruined the whole thing.
Yeah. If you don't want to know the ending of a book until you actually get to that point, don't hang out with Alex.